Hello, it's me. How are you today? We're going. Nana's not. Yeah, where the fuck is Nana? To be fair, Nana's unmedicated today, so. Like, I had some fun facts for Nana, but, gotcha. Nana,
Who are you texting 50 times a day?
IDK, my BFF Jill.
Tell your BFF Jill that I'm taking away your phone.
TISNF.
Hi. How are you, Orville? No, Nana, I looked up on Down Detector, and apparently there were 3,000 people reporting not being able to get into Pokemon Go. So that's why we were having a hard time earlier. It wasn't just us. Alas, yeah, me and Nana wanted to play Pokemon Go while we walked to go get our Stromboli. But it wasn't loading. And we weren't the only ones, luckily, so it wasn't just us getting banned or something horrible like that. But I'm literally this close to level 40. Like, I'm literally right there. Right now I'm focusing on Amphibia. I don't blame you. It's like when, we were watching Adventure Time and you were reading that person's, like, doctoral thesis on everything in Adventure Time. Or something like that. Nana was looking at some kind of article or website or something. It was like, you knew it was serious when it was, like, massive paragraphs and, like, the scroll bar was that big. So... But, yeah, I put it over my face because I think it's funny. You know, my starting soon screen, it's over the window. I think it's funny and clever. So. But anyway, how is the squad today? Nana's unmedicated, so we're taking swappies from me on Sunday during story night. So, we're all gonna have to babysit Nana. Or force their attention or something. Jill's doing good. Jill's trying to find some crochet patterns. What'd you do on Sunday? Me? Why I didn't take my meds on Sunday? I didn't get out of bed till like 1 o'clock. Like, there's no point. Something like that. And then I got up and shoveled my car. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna move my car to a safer spot, and moved my car to the garage. I didn't have my glasses on, so I had to put my sunglasses on. And then I walked back to my apartment from the parking garage. And then I was like, oh, I should shower and eat. And I don't remember if I showered or ate. And then I just, like, dissociated till Nana came home. So that's why I was unmedicated. They had an actual essay on the timeline of Adventure Time comparing 100% canon the comics with supplemental material including books, games, and fan theories. The game book takes place in the comics canon, apparently. I am only semi-functioning today. I know, Mel. I heard about all your things. You shared everything going on for you today, or recently, and let me just welcome you with a big hug. Okay, this is my arms around you, pretending that you're right there in front of me, and I'm squishing you. I'm like your human weighted blanket, and I'm squishing you real tight, and you're going, because it feels good, but also it kind of hurts a little bit because I'm squeezing a little too hard to the point where you're hyper aware of your bones. Every time I think about that, I have a recording from Pokemon Sleep with me at like 1 a.m. going, oh my god, my bones! I love sleep talking, it's funny. But I love you, Mel, and I hope that all the horrible things just stop. But see, I'm a really good hugger, and that's the thing that sucks about internet friends, is they never get to experience my hugs. Oh, I saved that audio. I saved that audio. I think I posted it somewhere. I could have sworn I posted it. Why does it think it's... No, don't autoplay. Stop. Oh my god, my bones! This is me at 1 in the morning, a couple weeks ago. I think I posted it in the Pokemon channel, but got overshadowed by something. Of the 5 people in chat, you met 4 of them. Okay, well, like, I don't think did I hug Orville? I don't remember if I did. I definitely hugged Jill. I think. Did I hug Jill? I hugged Jill. I did hug Orville, that's right. I'm trying to remember when the fuck I hugged you. But also... Soup. You said I gave good hugs. Oh, okay, cool. Okay. Now I do kind of remember. Mario movie ring a bell. Well, I also met Orville before that. I met him, it was like day after my grandfather's funeral. And I like stopped at, I went to the museum with the boys. That was fun. Excuse me. I'm like trying to get the pizza grease out of my system. The elevated Stromboli. Yeah, you gave me your spare books and I put them in my center console. Which also reminds me that we had bought a board game that we wanted to play with you, but then I was like, when are we ever gonna play a board game with you? So we need to have some kind of adventure. Like I'm saying, y'all could take the train and we could get Mellow Yellow. Arbibly. Huh? Arbibly. That's okay, Nana. You take your time. But yeah, I would hug Mel if she would come over here. Just come over here and I'll hug you. I'll just IRL and you'll be like, whoa. Nana gives good hugs too. You wouldn't think a string being like that would be really good at hugs, but they are good at hugs. I give Farbibly. Can you show me what Farbibly is? My beautiful onslaught of ink text. I love hugs. Good. Hugs are great. Nana just about knocked me on my ass, giving me a hug when I first got to Albany. That's so cute. I wasn't there yet because I worked later. Almost tackled you. That's so cute. Hopefully next time I would be the first one at the airport. Man. You know, I just want to like open up my calendar and like set office hours to hang out with y'all. Because I think about streaming sometimes like I'm a professor and that stream is when I'm in class. And I'm here presenting your topic to you. And your homework is just to sit there and watch. Or your homework is to be in Discord and be silly. You failed because I learned nothing. You learned something! You learned that I'm not good at retaining information. You learned that I'm a silly goose. What can I say? Atomica, hello! You're not good at retaining face. What? I mean, that's kind of true. I have a big mouth and I talk things, and then by the time it contradicts, I'm embarrassed. But Atomica, how are you? Hope that 2024 is treating you well, and that you are on the way to making this year the year you are thriving and vibing. I'm vibing. I don't know about thriving, I'm kind of tired all the time. But that's just because I'm rapidly approaching my 30s. I turned 29 this year. I just remembered that, and I was just like, oh, alas, that's a thing that's happening. I'm like equally excited and equally scared. Oh, sorry I haven't caught streaming in a while. The holidays were unpleasant, but the new year has been good so far. Awesome! I understand about the holidays. Like, a lot of streamers don't realize that their numbers will dip in December because people are busy with family and are stressed and have finals for classwork and stuff like that. I wouldn't say my holiday was unpleasant, but it was par for the course in that it was stressful when, because that's just how family is, you know. This song makes me think about mass buying performance-enhancing drugs for my Pokemon. What song was that? Downtown by Pedro Silva. That song was from Ooblets, I think. Pedro Silva does the music for Ooblets. You can buy performance-enhancing drugs for your Ooblets? Man, I gotta get back into playing that game. I'm just like, what soundtrack do you listen to? What soundtrack do you think I listen to while training competitive? Oh, gotcha. My holiday went dark. Close uncle passed Christmas Eve, and we buried him New Year's Day. I spent it backing up my cousin, his son, making sure he held together. You gotta take some time for yourself there. You gotta take some time for yourself because you spent all that time thinking about others and not yourself. Hopefully that you spend some time self-caring, doing things that make you happy, checking in with yourself, and just overall relaxing. Yeah, that's so much emotional energy that you could have spent on yourself that you spent on others. Be careful. Yeah. Ooblets is too sexy for Twitch. I can't play it on Twitch anymore. It's gonna be a off-stream game for sure. Except now I'm just like, I want to play Splatoon and I want to play Pikmin. Loggo makes wooden limbs. Stumpy has prosthetics made of bone. Utopia is built of marble. Okay. Metalworking is almost on her. Oh, okay, interesting. Yeah, they don't really mine. You don't see any mines until like, because it doesn't explain exactly what the robots are made of. I mourn him in my own time. Right now, my big energy boost is starting my second year of college next week. Oh, congrats! That's awesome. That's why the albums weren't disturbed until... Oh, gotcha. That's really awesome. I hope that your second year is productive and enlightening. My second year of college was also enlightening, but not in the best way. My second year of college was when I developed my passion for disability advocacy. I took this class on like disability in the classroom, and that just blew my damn mind, and I was like, I need to stand up for disabled people. And then eventually, you know, disability is the one minority that anybody can be a part of. Like, anybody at any time can become disabled, so I miss college. I do not miss college. I envy you on your ability to miss college. It's like when people say that high school was the best years of their lives. I'm just like, I would rather backflip onto train tracks than go to high school again. Yeah, grad school was not it either. I did not like grad school. I did not like college. I'm very familiar with disability due to my father. I worked with the disabled American veterans since I was 13. Oh, interesting. Yeah, this community is largely disabled. Mostly the people in this community are invisible disability. So like neurodivergence or chronic pain. Taking ASL, nice! Me and Nana want to take ASL. I'm hoping if my schedule is good enough, I can take... I want to see if the local community college has ASL classes. See if we could take some. I had a lot of friends, but I was struggling with undiagnosed disabilities. Or if you like me, both. Yeah, there you go! Because when I was in middle school, I was friends with someone with a physical disability. They had cerebral palsy and had like a bent wrist, and bent elbow, like their arm was permanently bent, and they had like speech impediments, and I was like, this is my friend. And people would say the meanest shit to them, and I was just like, this is just a person. I don't know what your deal is. My dad was older and couldn't use a computer, so I was doing paperwork for landmine paraplegics along with my English homework. Well, if you know anybody in the future who needs, if anybody else in the future becomes a paraplegic from landmines, we're all going to Atomica, and they're gonna help us. Ricky is signing up for a Japanese class this semester. Nice! I took 2 semesters of Japanese my sophomore year. The class was really good because it focused on speaking over anything. And then going back into Duolingo and doing Japanese, I was like, oh, sweet. I'm learning what I didn't learn in class because it's written. It's very hard. I like the first 2 alphabets are fine. Hiragana, katakana, fine. It's manageable. But then you get to what is it called? The singular Hiragana, katakana, and the last one. Where everything has its own symbol. Kanji! Thank you! Kanji is horrible! I hate it! That made me want to quit. Because, the Duolingo was, like, pushing kanji way too soon. Needs more speaking and just general practice, yeah. Which I feel I need to find a Duolingo alternative. I'm really upset about it because they did a massive layoff and have swapped for AI. And all of the nuances of the languages that are being taught are being missed. So, things that you would get wrong, things that you would get right are being marked wrong because the AI doesn't understand linguistic nuance. So, not happy about that, and I'm mad because I found out about this whole thing like 2 weeks after my subscription went through again. So that's fun. But my mom's using it now, so I'm not gonna rain on her parade because she's doing really well at learning German. So she was translating things for Dad, and I'm like, that's cute. It's a big story online, but it's not really backed up yet. I've seen figures of layoffs that seem bigger than their entire purported staff. Yeah, like Twitch having layoffs, and then like some other company having a bunch of layoffs, and then like this whole SAG-AFTRA AI voice acting BS. I'm like, how did they allow that to happen when that was part of their strike? I don't know, all this AI shit is just like, there's not evidence for some things that are being announced, and then like, other things are just like, horrifying that I'm like, I'm not even gonna think about it. They laid off 2K people, they have like 700 workers. Yeah. I feel like they're doing that for hype, like media hype. That's why they're listing a bigger number than there actually is. Something like that. I'm also learning German on Duo. I'm just over a 1,200 day streak. I had a 700-ish day streak back in October, but then I dropped because I just couldn't keep up anymore. My job is like really time consuming, and then like I'm working on so many projects that's like, you know, maybe I will go back to learning French. It's just like I didn't have the motivation anymore because, for one thing, it was like I was friends with some French-speaking streamers. Now they're not online anymore. So, or like Leftist Chickadee, she was a member of this community for a while. She ended up having another kid, so now she doesn't show up to stream anymore, but she speaks fluent French, and we would speak French to each other in DM. So it's just like, oh, now I don't have anyone to speak French with, so that's cool. I kind of lost my motivation there. I need to find more French-speaking friends, I guess, so... Uzwin kind of speaks French, but not very well, so it's like, who I can speak French with now? And it's like, I want to learn the nuances of Quebecois French since we're like 2 hours from Quebec, 2 or 3 hours. So it's just like, I didn't have the motivation anymore, so I kind of stopped. But I like the idea that you're learning ASL because that's something that can be useful in almost any context. Like, I find myself doing some like motions of ASL that I just like picked up. You know, like I'm always doing thank you. Like I do thank you to so many people, and I had back when I worked at Starbucks, I had a regular who spoke did sign language because they were deaf, and I was just like, oh man, why didn't I ever take sign language? It's easier when you have a source. I have a streamer that occasionally has long combos with his German friends, and it's like, hey, I kind of understood most of that. Exactly! Like, I was watching cartoons in French because that was the only way that I was able to, like, hear the language after I didn't have many people to speak with. But then I just didn't. It's hard to watch a show in another language when you have ADHD and you want to have busy hands. So, it's like, maybe I had the idea of playing Pokemon X in French. Even though I can't stand that game. But, you know, that game takes place in Pokemon World, France. So, I'm like, that'd be a fun thing to do, but I need to get back into learning it again before I do that. Yeah, I was watching Bluey in French. That was a lot of fun. I wanted to watch SpongeBob, but the dub was so horrible that I just couldn't stand it. Find a ROM hack where you can guillotine Sean. Sure. Let's make it happen. That's funny. Yeah, not... I don't know any other game I'd want to play in French, honestly. I'm trying to think. None, really. Because there's like... Earthbound, yeah, I love Earthbound music. It makes my heart happy. That's another game I need to play in my off time. It was my hyperfixation for a while, and then I burned out. Because my brain either works where I hyperfixate on something so hard that it fizzles out immediately, because I went too hard at it, or I try to elongate it and make it last longer, but then it wanes because I wasn't putting enough effort or energy into it. So, but I was playing Mother 1, Mother, and I absolutely loved it. That was a lot of fun. I never finished it, but it's something I'll definitely pick up in my free time when I have free time. I'm still tossing up between my off-stream game being Pikmin or Splatoon. So, well, a Chrono Trigger and a Final Fantasy 3-6. 3-6? Well, I'm not gonna ask.